Sinetta. You're going to learn the positives and negatives from brothers like Sinetta. You're going to learn the positives and negatives of people like Brother Polite. The positives and negatives of people like Sarah Shulitz. You're going to learn from Maurice Muhammad, Khalid Ibn Rad. You're going to learn from Nederket. You're going to learn, you definitely going to learn from King Noble.
I am also your soul brother.
My brother Angel Snuffing Up 7 at the Reality Center. And to give props to him, because I listen to all of Angel Snuffing Up 7's videos, I think that he comes from a different angle, and there's a powerful message in a lot of the videos that he put out, and I try to catch all of them. I look at him as a free thinker and a person that's willing to challenge those of which he don't agree with, or which he may think differently from, and I really respect him for that. He's challenged KBS, and he has also challenged the Black supremacy movement as well. And I have nothing against that, because that which cannot be challenged cannot withstand. Cannot stand, it will not stand. It will not survive the test of time. How many challenges we can withstand will determine how long we will be able to stand.
You don't realize it. You don't realize that God has been in prison. The devil was able to imprison God. So right into the time when God felt has been in prison, and you have a false sense of self running rampant inside the temple. This is why you understand what I'm saying? You have to bring reality temple here on earth. Reality temple here on earth. So we have to realize the enemy is running rampant inside this temple.
And that is Brother Talik from the Reality Temple on Earth Channel. And if you get a chance to subscribe, please do subscribe to his channel. He's a good brother. He's doing good work, and he wants to do good constructive things. He has good information to provide. So please do check out his channel if you get a chance.
Shout out to my platform, the Reality Temple with Faith Internet Ministry. Our team this year is After Purge Yes, so shout out to your platform, Tony. All the best to you guys for continuing to stretch into this possible, and to continue to bring healing into the space of yourself and others. Good evening, soul brothers and sisters. This is Tangy Cox, the Black Sheep, and I am propositioning you to entertain just being in reality. And this is gonna hurt soul sisters and brothers, because a lot of us cannot accept reality. I empower you to, for 1 year, subscribe to the Reality Temple on Earth. And at the end of 12 months, draw your conclusion of what have you learned in time. You need to spend about a year watching, researching, and living. Reality Temple on Earth is life changing, and I stand on it.
The Mississippi Campaign represents everything that you claim that you want. The beginning of an all-black independent nation, the ability to control your own resources, your politics, the law, be able to do your own thing for a change, create an economy, create and produce goods that Africa or anybody on the planet would want. You think you don't want to do nothing. 3 hours talking about the Mississippi Campaign. started. Right. Let's get this party started quickly.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Sister Rashida, how you doing? All right. Shout out to our sister, the world's first dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober. We are simulcasting on Angel Snubbing Up 7 YouTube channel, as well as the Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry channel, also on our Realities Temple on Earth Internet Ministry Facebook channel. Welcome to this spontaneous broadcast. I'm expecting a guest, so that's what this live stream is all about. If the guests don't show up, we're going to go ahead and close this out because I did not really have any intent to go live. I did, Sister Rashida, I did want to have a collaboration. I wanted to speak about, how do you pronounce that? Antinatalism. I want to talk about antinatalism because I definitely concur, and I practiced antinatalism when I was a child and didn't even know it. The best thing I ever done. Almost got caught up, almost got messed up, but I made it. And at this point, I think it's smooth sailing. There's a lot of things that we don't think about when we take certain actions. There's a lot of things we take for granted when we take certain actions, like water. We really don't trip off water as long as we can go to the sink, to the faucet, and it turns on. We only care about water if we go to the sink and nothing happens. How you doing there, J26? The Phantom of Israel is in the house. This is a spontaneous broadcast. I'm expecting a guest. And I give them a little time to get on here. I'll go ahead and talk a little bit. I had no intent to go live tonight. But we don't think about these things. I mean, it's like this. According to my knowledge, it's approximately almost 8 billion people on the planet right now. That's a lot of folks. And Sister Rashida, I just want to know, why are we having children? At one time, we was having children for survival purposes. The Bible talks about we put Adam, this God gave Adam the instructions to be fruitful and multiply. Mr. Adam, y'all done overdone it. We got 8 billion people on this planet. You are in no position to go extinct no time soon. You got 8 billion, going on 8 billion folks on this planet. So we're not having babies for survival purposes. We don't need that extra labor to go out into the woods and help forage and hunt animals and gather plants and all. We don't need, you're not doing that. Why are we having these babies except for vanity? Because I want my legacy. Nature don't care nothing about your legacy. That's a vanity thing. Within the next 100 years, all of us will probably be forgotten. Nobody cares about your legacy. Many of these children right now don't even give a damn about you, and you are alive right now, let alone talk about your legacy. They're going to put you in the ground, and nobody is going to come visit your grave. Most people, nobody visits the grave. You can go to a cemetery right now. It's very few folks go to the grave. They will go to the strip club because the booty is alive. The panties is alive. They'll go to the strip club. They'll go to the ball game. I don't see nobody jumping up, running around. Let's go to the cemetery. Even famous people. You'll see a little handful of folks now and then go back and forth to visit the grave site or the mausoleum of Michael Jackson or something like that. So we having children not for survival purposes. We're having children for vanity. we're having children for vanity purposes. In the meantime, we don't know what we're doing to the earth by overpopulation. And the worst life form on the earth is human beings. The most destructive is human beings. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But all of us have to take a dump every day or every other day or something like that. All of us have to take a whiz. We have to pee-pee and we have to do it all the time, right? And we fart. And many of you know, even passing gas, that's what they call it, methane gas. It's dangerous. Methane gas can get you blown up. I remember somebody told me they was doing a little something in the bedroom, right? You know, just and in between the sessions, somebody wanted to fart. And they put a lighter, when they farted, they put a lighter next to the fart. And almost caught the house on fire. We didn't know that. You carrying gas inside your body that could blow you up. Now you got 8 billion people on the planet, 24 hours a day, farting. That means you putting out methane gas into the atmosphere. We never ask, where is all that going? I know I didn't. I never thought. These are things that we don't think about. We don't think about, we put stuff in the trash. Only thing we know is the garbage man come, get your trash, take it to the garbage dump or whatever. We don't trip off of it. We don't trip on what happens to that turd when you flush the toilet. What happens to it when it go down the drain? We don't think about that. Only thing I gotta go use the bathroom. Take me a dump. Take me a wee-wee. You got 8 billion people on this planet every day, 24 hours a day. Where is this stuff going? It's not going to the moon. It's going to the river. It's going to the ocean. It's going into the soil. In nature, there are natural ways, there's animals and there's natural ways of taking care of the feces and the urine. But even nature, when it's too much, then you have a problem. You're setting yourself up for disease and poisoning. So we have natural garbage coming from our bodies. We also produce waste material from the cars we like to drive, these computers that we use every day. This is a 24 hours that we do this constantly. What happens to that old computer? These computers, these cell phones that we have, they contain poisons like arsenic in the manufacturing process of these things. They go into the earth, your car, your airplane. These fumes going into your air. It's got to go somewhere. The oil dripping from your car. These plastics that we use every day. These plastics are not biodegradable. They can last for hundreds of years. People are catching fish. Look, people are catching fish that actually has plastic as part of the flesh. You don't know that. You can't see it. It's microscopic because they're putting all this stuff in the ocean. You cannot escape death and sickness because even if you're a vegetarian, the plants has to go into the earth and these roots still absorb the plastic and these chemicals is something in the water called a forever chemical. No matter how it's recycled, this chemical stays in the water. They don't know how to get it out. So the plants are absorbing these things from the earth. There's no such thing to me as organic food. When I was growing up, it was organic. If you don't find bugs eating the food, it's not organic. If you get an apple or a mango or whatever, if you don't see a worm, some kind of bug, I don't see how can you call it organic. That means something was used in order to keep the bugs away. We don't want to share because I got to make my money. But bugs is an indication that it is really, really organic. Ain't nothing been used. When I was a little boy coming up, we found worms in the apples and bugs. But you have to do that because you're trying to feed 8 billion people. 8 billion people, what you doing all this damn traveling for? I got to go 5,000 miles over here. I got to go 10,000 miles over here. I got to travel. I got to go. For what? Because I want to see. You already see. I mean, it's nice that you can go to Egypt. You go to somewhere in Africa, Cairo, whatever. That's nice to see in real time nowadays. But we don't think about what the consequences of getting on that airplane, these fossil fuels. And these conspiracy theorists always want to blame the government. Yep, that's that government. That government is poisoning us. You poison yourself when you start your car up in the morning. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about no chemtrails. When you throw away that iPhone that you get rid of, because they sucker you to buy a new iPhone every few months, where the old one go? All this electronic trash. We got 8 billion people defecating, urinating. Where's all this going to? It's not going to the moon. We don't think about that. Now you're having babies and children being born all disfigured, all these strange diseases. Of course, the environment. You are what you eat. You see, we don't consider these things. You are what you eat. So if a female is developing a baby, she needs the proper building blocks. But if plastic is part of the building block, what kind of baby is she going to produce? If the man's sperm is half cocaine and half reefer, what kind of baby is he going to produce? We don't think about these things. A long time ago, you didn't have to worry about it. Now you do. Autism, they don't understand where it's coming from. It's on the rise. People are mentally disabled because the brain is not getting proper food development, proteins, the necessary nutrients that you need in order for the brain to work properly. And so you got people that done really cracked down, done went insane. Then you got the insane that ain't made it to the crazy house yet. But we know your ass is crazy. We know you're crazy because we see your ass troll on here. You troll Sister Rashida. You're trolling, don't have nothing else better to do with your life. Silly. These people are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. Adults. Children fighting and killing each other. Overpopulation. In nature, how nature deals with overpopulation, I call it the great die-off. it gets to the point, the bubble bursts. Some of you have heard of the great die-off. For no unknown reason, why these fish dying like this? Where they come from? Birds just fall out the sky dead. Got rats everywhere. Bunch of crickets everywhere. Dead. Where they dying? Because eventually, these animals, when you begin to overpopulate, you destroy yourself because you destroyed your environment. There's not enough for everybody. Somebody's got to die. Some of people believe falsely, look at the earth. There's plenty of earth. You cannot use the whole earth. Everybody don't use, there's parts of the earth human beings cannot even live at all. And there's only a certain amount of fresh water. You cannot live on salt water. You can only live and deal with fresh water. And the pools of fresh water are diminishing. But as long as you can drink, as long as everything is going decent for you, you don't care about the babies. Come on, Sister Rashida, the babies that you producing. You ain't leaving them no water, no decent air. But see, for me, my children don't have to worry about it because they ain't here. They ain't here. So they don't have to worry about it. They don't have to suffer. The greatest blessing is not life. The greatest blessing is never to be born. I don't know where the hell I was before I was born. Whatever it was damn good. Because since I was born into this life, I got to put up with all this violence, chaos and mayhem, scamming and slandering and gossip. Bunch of idiots I'm around. Peace, something called peace is talked about, but it's never done. You can be in your house and the violence will come to your house. You cannot escape it. So the scriptures say, hey, I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, but I fear no evil. That's a lie. Your ass fear evil. That's why there's locks on your car, locks on your house. You carry guns and knives. All because of overpopulation. Because we shouldn't have to, you got a lot of people trying to use the same resources. You're going to have problems. And you got one group that want more than the other. There's problems. We live every day, and you know some of the things that you buy is produced by prison labor and child labor. Some of these other countries don't give a damn about stuff like that. And I would even say, in secret, you have it here in America too. I know they exploit prison labor. There's a lot of things that we get made by prisoners. We don't know that. There's a lot of secret shops in this country. These immigrants, where they disappearing to? Chances are they are disappearing into these places. Underpaid labor, almost slave labor. Why aren't you seeing these immigrants, a whole bunch of them homeless on the street? Where they go? Where the hell all of them? You got thousands of them. Where the hell they disappearing to? So when Sister Rashida talks about antinatalism, that's on point. And we should practice antinatalism until the future generations they can see now we can start going back and reproducing ourselves. Right now, the only thing you doing, bringing children into this life, is bringing them into the hell that you claim that you don't want to go to. Because this is the only hell we know. Why you want to bring children into a cesspool and you know it's a cesspool? I knew it was a cesspool when I was a little boy. And I didn't even know what sex was. I did not know what sex was. And I went down to the pond and I watched the fish jumping and the frogs. Even the snakes. I wasn't scared of snakes. I watched the snakes slithering around and the ducks. And I was a little boy and I decided I don't want to bring. Now, I'm not saying life is always bad. That's not what I'm saying. But even as a little boy, growing up towards the end of Jim Crow, I saw a lot of things. I'm like, I don't like this. A lot of unnecessary problems. I don't care how peaceful you are. I don't care how you don't bother nobody. They will come to you. So it don't make no difference how you are, how honest you are, how peaceful you are, how loving you are. It don't make no difference. The violence, the wickedness will come to you. So why do you want to bring your children into a hostile environment? Because it's a hostile environment. That's just like a chicken laying eggs in a foxhole. Foxes eat chicken. Foxes eat eggs. Then you wonder, you act like it's a shock. How come this fox doing? Foxes eat eggs. Foxes eat chicken. Why would you put your eggs, Mr. Chicken, in a foxhole? Here we are, bringing children into a world, and you know this world is waiting to eat them up. You don't have nowhere else to put them. See what frogs do, even chickens and a whole lot of them, what they do, they breed. And they hope that maybe a few will live so the species can survive. Is that what y'all doing? Is that what y'all doing? Trying to breed to survive and hope that a few make it? Well, it's 8 billion people on the planet. You've done a good job. Y'all can stop now. Even with all these wars, all these diseases against us, it has not stopped the human population from just going up and up and up. The bubble is going to burst. It's a selfish thing to bring another human being into your mess, and you know it's a mess. It's like some of us think that it's funny. You go to the bathroom, take a dump, you know it stink. You know you left it nasty, and you're going to tell somebody, there you go. You didn't clean it up or nothing. That's what you do with your children that you love. You here in this bathroom, it stink, it's funny, urine all over the place, and you're going to bring babies into it. Then you get angry when the children talk about your happy ass. You are no good parent. You are no good father. It's your fault. The only reason why you want to bring these children into the world, because you want to feel like a man. You want to feel like a woman. Well, if that's the case, then that means you need to get off your ass and make a way for your children that you brought into this mess. But you're not doing that. You spit out babies and you want to have fun. When you have children, your fun days is over. The responsibility of an adult is to make sure those children have the best send-off they can get. You ain't in no position to have fun. I can have fun, because I didn't have no children to be responsible for. You decide to have children, and you should be held accountable, not only for your personal family, but for the children that we bring in, that's going to replace us in this nation and on this earth. All that you want to do is have fun. And then when somebody like me talk about you, you want to get I'm a good daddy, I'm a good mama. If you was good, you wouldn't have brought those children here to begin with. You shouldn't have brought them here to begin with. That's a good parent, because you brought them into a hostile environment. We want to talk about antinatalism. I'm going to get together with our sister Rashida. We want to talk about this antinatalism. Spontaneous broadcast. We're simulcasting on Angel Snuffing Up 7 YouTube channel, Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry, Facebook, also here. I did not intend to come here and speak and talk about anything. A spontaneous broadcast, we're supposed to have guests. And see, this is what kills me. These folks, they show up late. They don't want to come anyway. See, they already know me. Why don't you just stay the hell away? You don't want to face this fire in person. You don't want these questions in person. So they play this sick ass game. What is it? Been a half an hour? But I'll say this because I don't want to waste your time, because some of us, you saw that we was live, so I'm going to talk a little taste. And see, this is what they get upset with Angel Snuffing Up 7 because I am original. I am the creator. I'm the God that you claim you are. It's like this. There was a Kung Fu movie. I forgot what it was. Some of you may be familiar with it. It was this young man, and he ended up going to the Shaolin Temple. And he wanted to learn martial arts. Well, this is the normal thing for a lot of martial arts films. He wanted to learn martial arts so he can take revenge on those people that murdered his people. That's what he wanted to do. So first, he had to prove to the monks he was worthy of being taught martial arts. He got to be worthy first. They wasn't just going to take him, oh, can I learn martial arts? They looking at him, we not going to take the time. He had to prove that he was worthy. He had to help them build houses. He was nothing but a cook. He had to do a whole lot of stuff. They did not just immediately take him in because he wanted to learn martial arts. You're going to have to prove that you're worthy of our time, sir. And like everybody else, you got to start on the bottom. So there's 12 chambers of martial arts style that he has to deal with to learn before he can like graduate from this Shaolin Temple. So he begins. It's not easy. It's rough. It's a rough thing. But he's determined, because I'm going to kill the ones that killed my family. I'm here to learn martial arts to take revenge. That's what I'm going to do. Even if I die trying, I'm going to learn this. Yeah, something like that. I think it was 18 Chambers of Shaolin or something. Brother Christopher in the house on Angel Snuffing Up 7 YouTube channel. And we're not having technical difficulties. Probably because my guest didn't show up. Anyway, let me make this point. We're going to get out of here. Look. So I'm going to say 12. It probably was 18. I'm just going to say 12. I'm going to stop at 12. He got 12 chambers. So now he gets to the 12th chamber. One of the master teachers, he beat all the other teachers in the other chambers in order to get to this 12th chamber. And for the life of him, he's having problems beating this guy. And the teacher, see, this is what y'all don't understand. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the movie, The 36th Chamber of Shaolin. That's the movie. If y'all want to check that out, excellent movie. One of my all-time favorite martial arts movie. I cannot pronounce his name. I love that man. Whatever movie he play in, I love his film. Yeah, The 36th Chamber. Okay, so we get to the last chamber. He cannot beat the teacher. But see, this is the thing about a real teacher. I'm not talking about these slave masters that y'all follow. I'm talking about a real teacher actually wants you to beat him. A real teacher wants you to be better than him. That's how the art form grows. It cannot grow. It cannot grow if it's stunted. So this is what happened. He wants this young man to beat him. The young man try all he can. I'm like, what? I can't beat this last teacher. I can't beat him. So he goes out into the forest and plays around with traditional weapons, and he mess around and break it. And he starts looking at it and playing around with it like, Next thing you know, he's created what they call the 3-section staff. And everybody, what is that? They never seen that weapon before. What is that? He's still a product of the Shaolin Temple, but now he's developed his own weapon. A weapon they've never seen before. The 3-section staff. And the 3-section staff, he finally beat this teacher. And so he believes that he's going to the 13th chamber or the 36th chamber or the 37th chamber. See, look, the reason why there's 36 chambers is because during a certain period of time, a student graduated from a teacher. So it went from the original teacher. So they had to develop another chamber for the new. Then number 3, then number 4, then number 5. Because the students was developing their own. The students was coming into their own, developing their own, originating their own, adding. So now you get to number 36. Really, there should be a 37, but he decides to leave because his mission is to take revenge for his people. So there's no 37th chamber. But of course, he left the knowledge of what he learned with Shaolin. That's what they don't like about Angel Snub Nub 7. Because I've been through the chambers. I understand the chambers. But now you come into your own and develop yourself. Your own chamber. And they don't understand progress. They don't understand evolution. They don't understand maturity. This is another chamber. But I'm still part of Shaolin. You understand what? Y'all get it? I'm still part of Shaolin. I'm still part of Black Conscience. I'm still part of all this blackity black stuff. But we have our own chamber here. We come into our own. Yes, we developed something better than Nation of Islam, than the Civil Rights Movement, than the Black Panther Party. Yes, we have. We've gone beyond that. But without that, we could not be what we are. This is what you don't understand. That's what you don't understand. So that we can develop a new weapon that nobody has been seen before. And that's what it's about. This is what they don't understand. And you should be happy that the student has come into his own. But y'all so selfish and arrogant. But that's not how it is in real martial arts, because a real martial arts teacher, any real teacher wants to see the best come out of his or her student. Because that teacher can learn from that student. I never recognized that. I never saw that before. This is how we move forward. The computer that you're using right now is not the computer from 40, 50 years ago. The original computer, you couldn't bring it to your damn house. Somebody younger had to get a hold of it and see, how can I break this down, make it smaller and make it better. That's how you grow. That's how we mature. So now we have a revelation where we go deeper into our situation because we need to be able to survive. It's no longer about going to church. It's no longer about feel-good rhetoric. We're supposed to be adults right now where we can handle reality. When we were children, they gave us fairy tales. They gave us these little stories where we can learn. They gave us Sesame Street. When you become an adult, we still like Sesame Street. You've grown out of it. You mature, you don't need that no more. I still like Sesame Street. I like Bert and Ernie and Big Bird. I still like Sesame Street. But I've grown beyond that now. These teachings and these beliefs that we got, they was given to us when we was really, really illiterate. We didn't know any better. If you illiterate and a child has an 8th grade education, you illiterate, you can't read and write at all, you will marvel at that child. You must be a genius. No, I only have an 8th grade education. But to the illiterate person that don't know nothing, that's a marvel. That's what happened with Elijah Muhammad and the Nation of Islam. Elijah Muhammad was illiterate, a sharecropper, a drunk in Sandersville, Georgia, son of a Baptist preacher or whatever. His mind, he's a drunk, he's illiterate, his mind filled with all that spooky Christian stuff, devils and ghosts and goblins. That's the mindset. So here comes a man, Master Farad Muhammad, a more educated person, clearly a world traveler. So here you are, Elijah Muhammad, you illiterate. Of course, he's going to marvel. How you know all that? This man, you must be some kind of God. No, he's not God. He just knows more than you. But to an illiterate person, wow, he must be God or something. He know all this stuff. Then, of course, they want to tell you all these things was not known until Master Farad Muhammad. They didn't know. They discovered these things after Master Farad Muhammad, which you cannot prove. Now, to us, our ancestors just came off the slave plantation. In 1930, it was still actual people who actually was in bondage still alive in the 1920s and 1930s. They were illiterate. So this teaching impressed them, it attracted to them. Then it told them, don't you know that the black man is God? Don't you know God is coming to save you? You are God's chosen people. Who wouldn't want to hear glory, glory? Because Jesus ain't doing it. So this sounds real good to them. Remember, the first followers of Elijah Muhammad, the first followers in the Nation of Islam, they were illiterate people. They was drunks. The prostitutes, that's what they would tell you that themselves. They was the lowest of the low of the Negro community. So why? Of course they would be attracted to this, because this is telling them how great they are. You're not a prostitute. You're not a drug addict. You're not a slave. You from the tribe of Shabazz. You created the universe. Woo! And when you in that condition, and Marcus Garvey came, basically was doing the same thing, telling you how great you was and blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, you ain't doing a damn thing great. The reality is, you calling yourself a God, you ain't did a damn thing godly. You getting this supreme wisdom, you ain't did a damn thing supreme. But your mind focused on the story. And you just ignore the obvious because you're not creating nothing supreme. You're not creating nothing godly. You just ignore those things. In the church, they just ignore these certain things because you're in love with the story. And when you're a child, when an adult person gives you these things as a child, it helps your self-esteem. Boy, you can run like the Flash. Boy, you play basketball, you can be the president of the United States. Some of us tell our children, because you're trying to encourage your children to do the best they can. But when you become an adult, you realize, I ain't gonna never be the president of the United States. I can't play no basketball. and you accept what you can't do. But we do these things to encourage our children, encourage people with a low self-esteem, and our ancestors was low. Self-esteem can't get no lower. Being called inferior, being called the N-word 24 hours a day. Life is hard. Going back to antinatalism, I don't understand why our people going through hell like that, you still want to produce babies and put them on a slave plantation. Put them in this mess. But see, now I'm an adult. I don't need that no more. I can handle the reality. I can handle the truth. I'm an adult. They can't handle the reality. So why you mess with me? I'm an adult. You're a child. You need to believe in fairy tales. You need to believe in Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Oh, why you bring that up, brother? Oh, what's wrong with Mickey Mouse? We are striving to be adults here. But becoming an adult brings responsibility. Becoming an adult brings accountability. And we really don't want that. We want to put the blame on the white man. We want to put the blame and responsibility on Jesus or Allah or Master Farad Muhammad or whoever. We don't want to take responsibility for ourselves. Now, the young man that's supposed to come here tonight told me he represents the truth. If you represent the truth, you shouldn't have a problem coming here. Now, mind you, he set this time up and still not here. The only thing you're doing is making Angel Snuffing Up 7 look good. Another one bites the dust. Because you're a child talking to an adult. You're a child dealing with somebody who has gone beyond the last chamber. I don't need no holy books to function. I don't need a divine man to function. I stand up on my own 2 feet. And I walk my walk. And I talk my talk. I don't need no foreigners' holy books. I stand alone. Very good. And this is what they don't like about. Now, they don't even really know what we're talking about, and they'll try to make mockery. What you mean, that reality's temple stuff? What is it? That's why they don't quote. They don't quote what I say because they don't know. And even if they did know, they don't have no answer. So usually what happens is they will try to attack me as a person. And you don't know me. You don't know me either. So you can't really attack me as a person. But that's what children do. Your mama, your daddy. I thought a person was going to make a real good video and really break down some stuff. The only thing they did was make a slander and gossip video. I'm waiting on it because, see, I can learn from that. I can learn from that. I become better with that. And it turned out to be a slander gossip. I'm like, I was disappointed because I want to see this. Just like our brother J26, he brought up about the Mississippi campaign. He talked about the Mississippi Native Americans in Mississippi. I didn't know it was Native. I didn't know it was Native Americans in Mississippi. I'm learning about it because of him. I'm trying to read and find out more about the history of Native Americans in the state of Mississippi because of him. So now, if somebody else bring it up, I'm already on point because of what somebody else helped me to realize, helped me to see, because I did not know. So I get strong and better. You don't want to see. You don't want to know because you already got it going down. Well, if that's the case, then why are you still in the condition that you're in? We've had these things since the 1930s. I'm not here to make mockery. I'm not here to judge nobody or to hurt nobody's feelings. As adults, you're just going to have to deal with the reality of things. What has it done for us lately? Even in your little circle, it ain't did nothing for you. Even in your little circle, it's done nothing. So how are you going to get angry at me? Because I'm just telling the obvious. This is 2024. Let's go back 10 years, 2014. We can put all this blackity black, the Hebrew Israelites, the Nation of Islam, the new Black Panther Party, whatever they want to call themselves, the Comedics, put all their success together. What have they accomplished between 2014 and 2024? They are no different than the church. They have thousands of people. You give thousands, millions of dollars to Cash App. What have you produced? Except feeling good because you went to a debate. We finna go to Washington. We gonna have a rally. What is the benefit? The money that you wasted going to a rally in Washington, D.C., you can have boots on the ground and encourage your people in Mississippi, let's take control of this state. You rather go to waste your damn time going to Savior's Day and to these marches and these debates and foolishness. So-called adults. So-called adults. You're not adults. They get angry at me. And I know Brother Chris saw my post about manhood. You don't impress me. You ain't got nothing. What is it they say? You don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out. These other people will let you get away with that. I'm not going to sit here because having that attitude don't gain us nothing. What does that gain you? Because the white man ain't impressed by nothing you do. When you are able to get the attention of other men and they begin to view you as a threat, you got something going on. You got something going on. Until then, nobody don't give a damn about what you're talking about. We are called men by default, simply because you got a penis and you can make some babies. A squirrel can make a baby. Dogs make babies. Cows make babies. So the hell what? Exactly. What is the point? Whatever you do, there has to be some type of benefit. There has to be a benefit. We're not getting any benefits. The only benefits that we're getting is we feel good. So you're not in no position to talk about black Christians. Because that's all you can produce. It's something to feel good. That's all you can do. How can I be a man and find that acceptable? I don't need you to call me a man. My actions will speak. And you're going to respect me whether you like it or not. The world will see exactly who I am. I don't have to run around with a sign, I am a man. No, my actions will speak louder than words. We as men are doing nothing to be called that. We make no laws. We can't protect our women and children. We control no resources. We don't have nothing. We are under the rule of the children of our slave master. I'm a man. You a man, and these other men, they can take everything you got away from you overnight. They done it once, they can do it again. The only thing you can do is cry. That ain't right. That's all you gonna do. That ain't right, because you have no military. You can't protect yourself. The only thing you got, you can brag about, is Mr. Ding-a-ling. Well, at least I got this. And you won't have that because these suckers cut that off. And they have done that. They'll cut that off. You won't even have that. Some of these folks probably got black men's ding-a-ling in a jar in the basement, in the attic, in their house some damn where. We know this. So yes, I get angry, I get upset. Because I want to do something before I die. For your children, because I don't have none. For your children. But you don't want to do anything. Because you're comfortable in the cesspool. And you keep bringing these babies into the cesspool. And they're supposed to be proud of you. I curse your damn name. Mandingo. You're not a man, you're Mandingo. You don't like me because I keep it real. I have no choice. Because I've been through those other chambers. And the enemy understands those chambers. Now you need a new strategy, a new mindset in order to push forward. The enemy is hip to that. We need a new weapon. But I'm not Dr. King. I'm not your damn savior. I'm not gonna go out here and do all this work to save your lazy, trifling, nothing ass. You want to die? Bye. But you prove my point. You don't give a damn about your children. You don't even give a damn about yourself. Now, why would you somebody that you want to come on a live stream and then don't show up. They do it all the time. You know you don't have nothing coming when you messing with me. Your best bet is just to leave me alone. Because I'm an adult. You're a child. Exactly, Chris. Wasting money. All these marches and going to these conferences or whatever. Paying for hotels you don't own. Riding airplanes you don't own. Gas you don't make. What the hell wrong with you? These monies and these efforts, you could really be pooling your resources to actually gain benefits. We've gained no benefits. That's my fault. That's Angel Snub 7 fault because the Nation of Islam has accomplished nothing. The new Black Panther Party has accomplished nothing. Tariq Nasheed, FBA ain't accomplished nothing. Yvette Carnell and Tone Talk, they ain't accomplished nothing. Sonetta TV ain't accomplished nothing. That's my fault because I'm just saying the obvious. Tahaka Bay, everything he touched failed. Everything Tahaka Bay touched failed. And he's over there, Moorish World TV, suffering because he lost to Tariq Nasheed. The worst mistake he ever made. You know how it is when somebody whoop your ass, you pretending like you didn't get your ass whooped. Well, you know, blah, blah. You making up all these excuses or whatever. It would be better for him to say, that was a mistake. I took it too far. I should have left that man alone. Now he's suffering the consequences. It would be much easier. Damn, I should have left that man alone. It'd be easy to just tell your audience, y'all, I took it too far. I messed up. See, so now he's going through unnecessary suffering. There's nothing wrong with saying, I made a mistake. There's nothing wrong with saying, brother, I was tripping. When you know your ass is wrong. So you suffer. And you put on this, you come into public and you pretend like nothing is wrong, but it is because you know your ass is wrong. See, that's not going to happen to me. Because if somebody come here and they can actually say something or whatever, matter of fact, I would accept your truth. So I don't even have to go down that far. But I can say I was wrong. So I'm not going to suffer like that. I don't have to live a stressful life like that because I can say, damn, brother was right. It's a waste of time for me when brother J26 brought up about the Mississippi Indians. That's a waste of time for me to try to argue. Plus, I don't know. That's a waste of time for me. Submit to the knowledge, you idiot. Makes things easier. But no, I want to be pompous. What you mean by blah, 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 blah. It just makes it worse for me. Because the reality is, if we ever get in that situation, it's there. At least I know about it now. I didn't know about it then. There's nothing wrong with saying I made a mistake. There's nothing wrong with saying, bro, I'm tripping. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is to continue to go down that foolish path. Because it's a path, you're not going to get better. It's going to get worse. So it's a good thing these people aren't leaders. They can't lead nobody nowhere because they get everybody all messed up and killed. You got to have vision. You got to be creative. It's like playing chess. When somebody make a move, you got to counter that move. You have to think what they're going to do before they make the move. You just fighting. You think you're going to win? You think you're going to beat the white man or anybody just fighting? You know, like how some of these women fight? They just throw in their hand, hope they hit something. Real fighters have strategy. Real fighters have style. Throwing your hands up, hoping to hit something, that's not fighting. I don't know what you call it. That's not fighting. A person that can fight will let you do this. They just stand back and wait. Plop. Plop. Why I keep getting hit? You don't have no style. You dumbass. Pop. But I didn't have any intent to come here and go live. Shout out to brother Talib in the chat room. He says, I wonder how much money Umar Johnson's still making off the school building gimmick. It's still going on. But I heard somebody say, I don't care. They just like how Umar Johnson talked, and they just want to feel good. They don't care. I saw somebody in the comments say, I don't care if he never built a school. And the same thing with Tariq Nasheed and Fark. They don't give a damn if these people never produce nothing. They just want to feel good. That's all they want to do is feel good. Because a lot of them have decent jobs. They have decent jobs and they living comfortable. So I just want to feel good. I just want to pretend I'm interested. Exactly. The feel-good disease, like the deacon said, Brother Twin Pyramid. The feel-good disease. They just want to feel good. So that means all of this ain't nothing but a damn church. It has nothing to do with black conscience, has nothing to do with the revolution or liberation. It's just a big-ass church. Just want to go somewhere and feel good. A big-ass strip club. A bunch of people looking for prostitutes to pimp. Bunch of people who are nothing but Johns looking for prostitutes. Make them feel good. Talib said, I guess this is in reference to Tahaka Bay. He was already labeled on social media as a registered sex offender. Whether it's true or not, it is true. I mean, Tariq blew up. He put all the paperwork out there. He's a woman beater and a child beater and a sex offender. You know Tariq did his homework. He put it all out there. He really didn't know, but now we know. He showed the paperwork. This man got a whole long list of crap. Now he's Mr. Holy and Righteous. But you made a mistake. See, that's what happened to your happy ass. Because when I was talking with that man, he told me he's going to go to teaching and positivity. He lied because that don't get you YouTube views. That don't make you the money. That don't give you the recognition. Your recognition comes by beefing with folks, exposing folks. Well, you exposed Tariq Nasheed. You exposed him a whole different way. Now you go to Tariq. Now you go to Tahaka Bay's channel. All his Tariq Nasheed videos took down. Yeah, you exposed Tariq. Yeah, you exposed him. And keep his name out your mouth for sure now. Because it's not a game. Tariq showed him that I ain't the one to play with. You gonna go all the way to Los Angeles from Baltimore just to get slapped in the damn face. You got all these folks still cheering him on. See, there's a lot of us, that's what we like. We like the beefing part. When we was beefing, going back and forth with those women, we was getting 300, 400, 500, whatever views with 1,000 or something. Soon as that stopped, everybody disappeared. Because that's all we want to do. We want entertainment. We want to feel good. We want fun. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not a prophet, but some fun gonna come to your ass sooner than you think. Because you think this is a game. You know how children are? Because children don't have to pay bills. Children don't have to do nothing. They depend on their parents. So they do dumb, silly stuff. See, the white man taking care of your ass. So you're really not concerned. Because your daddy, your zaddy taking care of your ass. But like we say here all the time on this channel, the right thing that happened in the world, you're going to find out what the real deal is. It can change things overnight. If COVID-19 had been just a little bit more worse, we would have found out what the deal is. Brother Chris says, Jason Black, Professor Black Truth, and Tariq Nasheed can build a multinational-like news corporation together if they were serious. Exactly. They could build and begin their own Facebook, YouTube. So we don't have to even deal with Mark Zuckerberg. But see, they only interested in the money they can make right now. They can make money, and they already have a following on the white man's social media. So they're not interested. They're comfortable where they're at. This is what I noticed also. A lot of these people will not support you on your own website. Because I know Young Pharaoh had his own website. I know Sarah Susan said it. A lot of these brothers, You So Popular or whatever, they have their own website. The people, their own people won't go to the website. If they don't see you on YouTube or Facebook, they won't be seeing you. Even the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam, as popular as Minister Farrakhan is, they get more traffic on social media, Facebook and YouTube, than their own website. That's pathetic. Your own folks won't support you. In your house, you gotta go to the white man's house before they'll support you. Damn! Woo! That's messed up. That is messed up. My little my little 10 subscribers probably wouldn't come to my website either. Well, I don't know. They might, because we're getting more and more views on Rumble. I mean, that's not my website, but that's a different platform. And Rumble, the views are climbing and getting almost as high as what we get on Facebook and YouTube on Rumble. And my one of the videos I just put out, the title, I'm paraphrasing, the title that I put on the video, did you really expect white people to change? That got some attention over there on Rumble. Got some folks upset. What you mean by that? What you mean white folks change? Yes, have not changed. People always put on this front. But see, why would you change when you benefit from white supremacy? You know that it's not right, it's unjust, but it gives you advantages. There's a lot of Caucasian people. They want to continue to take advantage of having it of their skin color. And before you run your self-righteous ass mouth, many of you would do the same thing in certain situations. You will use your family name to have an advantage to get a job, a promotion, to get a better car than somebody else. That's how we roll. That's how we do things. I mean, that's how people are. So we need to stop with all this self-righteousness. Well, white folks do this and the white man, y'all do the same damn thing. We do the same thing. White folks don't like my truth. They flagged the Nation of Islam. They flagged the Black Panthers. Facebook terminate the Black Panthers and the Hebrew Israelites, or whatever. You turn around and block Angel Snub Number 7. You turn around and do the same thing that you complaining what they do. You do turn around and do the same thing. I will go to one of these blackity black channels or whatever, and I don't cuss nobody out. I just state my opinion. Block. You do the same thing. But they supposed to let you come on Facebook, talk about Jews, because Mark Zuckerberg, I believe he's a Jew, Jewish person. You expect Mark Zuckerberg to let you come on his platform in his house and talk some crap about Jewish people. You expect YouTube, which is controlled by white folks, and talk about calling white people the devil and how evil they are and blah, blah. You expect them to let you run your mouth and you ain't gonna do it. You will block somebody. You terminate that channel. You do the same thing. A bunch of hypocrites. I think there's only one person or a couple of people I know you could have went to that channel and they don't give a damn what you say. They don't care about what you write. They don't give a damn. Like King Noble. Shout out to King Noble Black Supremacy. You can go to King Noble Black Supremacy channel, say whatever you want to, write whatever you want to. If he want to respond, he respond, but he don't give a damn. And there's probably some other folks that don't care. But the majority of us, we see a comment that we disagree with, we don't like, or they telling the truth about your ass, block, delete the comment. That's what we do. Then get angry because other folks do it. Y'all a bunch of hypocrites. Now, me personally, I don't give a damn until they start writing profane, nothing garbage in the chat. Who wants to see that? Because I don't care. And then you know, YouTube, Facebook they will terminate your channel because somebody else wrote some garbage on your timeline. But other than that, I don't care. You can say whatever you want to. You can call me. You can call me anything you want to. You can talk about the Mississippi. I don't give a damn. I don't care. So on that note, I think we said what we need to say. Another one bites the dust. That's all I can say. Another one bites the dust. As usual. I thank you so much for joining us this evening. I was going to say afternoon, this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Another coward bit the dust. His truth clearly is not as the truth like he thought it was. Didn't want to face the firing squad. So you need to keep your weak ass where you at. Don't even respond to my comments. Leave me alone. Because you can't handle the heat. Even though God backed you up. So now you make God look bad. Because if God backed me up, I'm willing to take on all comers and whoop your ass. There's a brother I know of. He likes saying that. B1 whoop ass. I'll come on, whoop your ass. If you got God on your side, what you scared of? Your God don't exist. And if your happy ass came here, you're going to have to prove it. You know you can't. So you tucked tail, went back home, crawled under the rock that you came out from. Woo, Angel, you talking about them bad. I don't like losers. That's why I get so upset with us. Because we don't mind being losers. But you want to be treated like you're a winner. You ain't won a damn thing. You want a NBA championship and your happy ass don't even play basketball. Are you serious? See, when you actually win, when you actually make moves, there's nothing nobody can say or do can take away from you. The only thing they can do is try to make mockery or whatever, but it is what it is. I am a champion. There's nothing your happy ass can say or do about it. Michael Jordan has what? 6 championship rings. That's fact. There's nothing that you can say or do. That's what he got. He don't have to pretend. He don't have to feel good. He went out there, worked, and earned it. We don't want to earn nothing. So you can go to Tariq Nasheed. He would praise you. And Farrakhan would praise you. And so now remember, they're taking money from you. See, I'm not asking you for money. Look, how many times do I come here? I don't actually ask for a dime. Because I'm not trying to make you feel good. I want us to accept reality. I could come here, make you feel good. Oh, I'm going to send you a cash out, Snup, because I made your ass feel good. I don't receive cash outs. I don't receive those donations because I don't make you feel good. I want to pay you like I'm a damn prostitute, making you feel good. I'm not a damn prostitute. What I am is just a brother that want us to win. I'm just a brother that want us to be in a better position in life. Just a brother that want to see us progressing, going to a better place before I die. That's all I live for. Not even for myself. I want us because you deserve it. After 500 years of catching hell in this country, going through the suffering that we done, we deserve heaven on earth. But nobody gonna give it to us. Ain't nobody gonna save us. We gotta take it. We gotta make it. Even the scriptures say, the kingdom of heaven is in you. It's in your mind. And you combine your mind with your hands and you make it a reality. You and I are in a position to show humanity what a human is and guide humanity, not just black folks, guide humanity to where we need to go. You don't understand the position that you're in. Yet you talking all this God stuff and blah. You don't understand your own Bible. You don't understand your own Quran. You don't even understand your own spirituality. You don't understand the position where we find ourselves in. Because you have not made it to the 37th chamber. When you make it to the 37th chamber, you won't argue and debate me no more. You still trying to climb up the ladder. Maybe some of you still way back down the first chamber. How you gonna get angry at me? Because I have surpassed the teacher. Teachers should be happy that their students have advanced. Real teachers. These fake ass teachers want you to be their slave. You'll never know. Like Louis Farrakhan, his students never graduate. What university, what school, who do that? What school do you go to where you can't earn a diploma, a certificate? Except Louis Farrakhan, student minister Ishmael Muhammad, student minister Nuri Muhammad, student minister, may she rest in peace, Ava Muhammad. Student, they never graduate. Sister Ava Muhammad been with that man ever since. And when she went to her grave, she's still a student. The only one who graduated is Farrakhan. What kind of school is that? And their minds is so messed up. That's acceptable. Yeah, I'm a student, all right. Yeah, you always a student. You're always learning, but damn, you're supposed to graduate at some point. When you in martial arts, you start off with a white belt, then yellow belt, brown belt. You start going up the rank. And then even when you get to black belt, I think it's first degree, second degree, third degree. You go up in rank. Except if you're in the Nation of Islam, Farrakhan the only one that has a black belt. Everybody else always have a white belt. You want to be part of that where you never grow, you never evolve. So I'm the originator, I'm the creator of this ministry. But should somebody come along and they gravitate toward it, they take it to the next level. Thank you, Snup. I got this. And you know, for me, I was tired anyway. Go ahead, young man. Go ahead, young woman. And I tell them how it was in my day. See, this is our day. These others had their day. Marcus Garvey had his day. Noble Drew Ali had their day. These folks had their day. This is your day. And you should be evolved on a higher level, still repeating and doing the same thing illiterate people was doing in the 1920s and 1930s. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. Wow. Are you still there, Brother Talib? I just want to know if Brother Talib is still. Are you still in the house, Brother Talib? Because I was getting ready to get out of here. But if my brother Talib wanted to say a few words, I don't mind. He can come and take us out of here. Y'all didn't want to. I had no intent to come live tonight. I had no intent. But these cowards. Whew. Brother Chris says ego, arrogance, pride, jealousy, envy is worse than drugs and alcohol. You right. And that's what it's about. You ain't smarter than me. Ego, arrogance, pride, jealousy. That's what it's about. Especially among men. We always in competition with one another. I'm strong, I'm better, I'm greater. Well, guess what, sir? None of us impress white folks. You can be Jay-Z, you can be Will Smith, you can be Bob Johnson, you can be Farrakhan. They ain't impressed by none of us. So I don't know what you huffing and puffing, because they're not impressed by you. And if they really wanted to get rid of you, they could do it today. Ain't a damn thing you can do can stop them. And that day is going to come. The right thing that happens in the world. And you'll see. Now, while folks are concentrating on Israel and Hamas, and folks are concentrating on Ukraine and Russia, don't forget now, Pakistan and what's the other country? Is that India? Those two mess around and start going at it. And don't you forget about Taiwan and China. Because China, I want my Taiwan back. United States said, well, you can't have it. We went to, there's going to be some problem. Something's going to give, y'all. Something's going to happen. And you need to put yourself in a better position than you are right now. Or we're going to really get it. Right now, there's nothing that we can do about nothing. Anybody can say, anybody can do anything they wanted to us. We have no defense, we have nothing. Except the Bible. We got the Bible. And we got the Quran. And when they put your body in that mass grave, they're going to throw the Quran and the Bible on top of you. Take that with you. You don't take nothing seriously. Black Truth says we need economic power. This is the purpose of the Mississippi campaign. You cannot get no more economic power than taking control of a state. If so, show me how. Because we've been talking about getting economic power in the manner that we've been doing, and you don't have none. And only certain individuals benefit. we as a people don't benefit. What is economic power when every black man, woman, and child in this country cannot benefit from it? They can give to it, but they can't benefit to it. The Mississippi campaign is set up where the people will feel they got every individual. I'm black, I got some power now. That's what the Mississippi campaign is about. I don't have no power because the Nation of Islam have a fruit stand. The Black Panther Party got a restaurant. That don't give me power. You have real economic power when every black man, soul brother, woman, and child in this country, they can feel, I got power. I mean something. When they can look at the state of Mississippi and the reason why it exists is giving you power. You know you got protection. Wherever you are in this country, we can send our FBI investigate. You want to throw down? We got a National Guard and we're going to have our own paramilitary. I'm going to show you that you can bleed just like I do. We're going to have our own counterintelligence. Mess with us if you want to. When you mess with any of us, you're going to have to deal with all 40 million. They ain't never seen nothing like that before. Economic power, military power. You're going to respect me, damn it, whether you like it or not. And you in the best position, you in the country. You don't have to sneak. We everywhere in this nation. We know about everything here. Black Truth says, I'm in Mississippi. Blacks letting everyone buy property but them. Because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. So we're doing things in ignorance. Because we don't know. There's people, when you don't know, you will sell a painting that's worth millions and millions of dollars, but you don't know. You happy that you got $50 for it. Take it off the wall here. You don't know that the painting is worth $100 million. They don't know what they got. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we got going on. We don't know. And these people that we listen to, they don't know either. They're not leaders. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They just want to make you feel good. Because leadership is more than feeling good. Leadership is just like what Brother J26 looking at all the factions, all the sides of the equation. How can we overcome those trying to put you down? Whatever they do, you got to be ready to counter move. I understand that philosophy because as a person that was incarcerated, I had to learn how to play that damn game. They did not let me out. I had to fight my way out of incarceration. Their intent was to keep me locked up the rest of my life. I had to learn how to fight them with their own laws. That's why I'm talking to you. I fought them with their own laws. And that's what the Mississippi campaign is about. Taking advantage of what they give you. Because there's nothing in it that's illegal. There's nothing about it where they could charge you with some type of domestic terrorism and all that other stupid nonsense. You just have learned how to use the tools that they have made available to you, like I did when I was locked up. Some of these people probably never was locked up. And if they was locked up, they was waiting on their public defender or lawyer. I learned how to do it myself. And I had assistance from lawyers with degrees. But they would tell you, I was the one that did the work. They did the presentation. You in a position to get what you want. I mean, I can see everything is ready. These people, your enemy, his mind is everywhere. Not even thinking about you like that. This is the time to strike. You got everything. You got all the tools. You have the money. You have the education. You got everything that you need. Except proper leadership, the right mindset. Woo, I can see it. Man, I can see it. It's not delusional. It's real. I can touch it. And see, when you really accomplish something, you don't have to feel good. Because every time you open up your eyes, you can see what you built, just like they do. I'm proud to be an American. When they say that, they look at all their cars going up and down the road. They look at all their boats going up and down the rivers. The schools and their factories. I'm proud to be. They look at their weapons. Look at my tanks. Look at my jets. You ever see them jets? Them some bad boys. Mess with me if you want to. I'm proud to be an American. What you gonna sing about? I'm proud to read the Bible. I'm proud to read the Quran. Praise be to Allah for the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Praise be to Allah for Noble Drew Ali. Praise be to, that's the only thing we got to say. You know, you have nothing to show. You didn't even write the Quran. You didn't even write the Bible. You didn't write the Bible. You didn't write no Quran. I'm proud to be. What you proud to be? I'm proud to. These folks, they got something to brag about. What you got to? We got a brother on here who's a Trump fan. Riding another man's coattail. Because he don't have nothing. So he got to ride another man's coattail. He don't have nothing, can't produce nothing. I'm proud to be an American. Trump going to give me a better job. Trump going to make gas prices go down. I'm proud to be American. You don't have nothing. And proud not to have nothing. A so-called man, and you're always in the butt cheeks of another man. I would think that you would be sick of that. You are a man. You just won't act like, you just won't put in the work. You want somebody to give you something. These people say, I'm proud to be an American. Then they tell you in their history what they had to go through to get this. A lot of them died. They suffered and sacrificed so they can have this. Soul Liberation Day 2025. My theme is going to be something to the effect, pioneers of a new reality. Somebody had to be the first to break the mold. People got on a ship to nowhere and end up in America. Then once they got this, you had to have the pioneers, wilderness, never touched. Get on a horse and a wagon and go west, young man. Had to fight the Indians, had to fight the bears, the mosquitoes. But then you think they're just going to give you something on a platter for free. It's not going to happen. You can be my slave because my slave helped me get this. But if you want my respect, you got to be a man if you want to be respected as one. Until then, they see you as the slave as they saw our ancestors on the plantation. Just somebody to follow and help them. It's up to you. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us this month. Actually, got more action on here than I thought we would. I guess that just goes to show you, whether you like it or not, there are always going to be people that want to listen to Angel Snuffing Up 7. Even my troll show up today. Hey, thank you, troll. I haven't seen trolls in a long time. Finally got a troll come and check us out. Brother Talib said they claim black people help write the U.S. Constitution, yet we don't make nor control any laws that's under the Constitution. Wow. I don't know what it's going to take for us to finally stand up. But then, I mean, I'm really not shocked. It's sort of disappointing. It's frustrating. But what really do you expect from a people who were slaves for 400 years? That's a long time. We only been so-called free, what, for less than 150 or something like that? But we were slaves on a plantation for 400. So that slave mind, I don't care how Pan-African you talk, how tough and how you huff and puff, you still act and think like a slave. You want to be better, but you still act in your mindset. It's like that. You don't act like a slave. You don't act like a free man, because a free man takes chances. A free man is adventurous. Free man gamble. A free man fight. But a slave just wait for massa to do all that. And that's how we act and behave. I'm going to vote for Biden. I'm going to vote for Trump. My slave master got this, y'all. Don't worry about anything. Massa got it. Massa got it. And then Massa send your boys and your girls to their wars, get their brains blown out. And what do your community get? We get nothing except some PSTD, however you call it, post-traumatic syndrome folks, homeless on the damn street, some crazy ass folks on the street. We don't get nothing, some reefer smokers. None of my people did drugs until they went to Vietnam. They come back all drugged up. Now they know about heroin, they know about marijuana, they know about all the different drugs. The only thing my people did was drink a little alcohol. Came back from Vietnam crazy as hell. That's all we get. And what did my family get? Because my family fought in World War II, Vietnam War, and Korea. What did my family get? We didn't get nothing. And we want to continue this legacy and keep spitting out these children to get nothing. I don't talk to women because this is not a women issue. We are supposed to be men. This is a man issue. We are supposed to be the warriors. We have to lead the charge. And you wonder why our women and children have no respect for us like that. They just say things to make you feel good. But they know you don't run nothing. You don't control nothing. They know that you're a slave. And they know you're scared of the men in charge. And your son grows up the same way. You learn how to live in oppression, how to live in the jail. Like I did. I learned how to live being locked up. Institutionalized. But the difference between me and you, it got to the point I got to get the hell out of here. I was comfortable locked up. I was actually enjoying myself locked up. But it got to the point where I know I can do better. I got to get out of here. And that was the only thing on my mind. I don't care nothing about your drugs. I don't care about your booty. I don't care nothing about playing basketball. I don't need to get the hell out of here. And just like Brother Malcolm said, when you get angry, you got to stay angry. Because that's the only way that you're going to have the strength and the energy to fight to get out of the situation. I went to bed angry. And I woke up angry. I wish I could show you all the paper that I use, writing every day, constantly. My hand was hurting. Then the devil, these pieces of trash that locked me up, they wouldn't give me paper no more. I had to start using the backs of cereal boxes and toilet paper. Some of the brothers that's been locked up, they would tell you, these bastards, when they see that you trying to learn the law, whatever, they won't even give you paper and pencil no more. You have to use toilet paper, cereal box, whatever kind of other paper that you can get your hands on. This is the type of people, this is the type of environment that we're living in, and y'all want to stay in it? Are you serious? Accept reality, my friend. It's much easier. I appreciate your participation. I appreciate your coming here this spontaneous broadcast. I really appreciate it. And I enjoyed myself, actually. I enjoyed myself. And I thank you so much. Let's see what Talib said. Talib said, all the most recent riots and protests, and it still didn't get legislation passed on behalf of soul people. Exactly. This is happening in the 21st century. Now look at here. I'm going to say this, we're going to get out of here. We have all these protests all over this country over the treatment of Palestine in many of these universities all over this country. West, east, south, north, many of these universities. I thought, as an American citizen, I thought we had the right to protest. I thought we had the right freedom of speech in this country. Because I know here at Washington University, they brought in the police. And I think they brought in the police or planning on bringing the police in Los Angeles. And they brought the police in some of these other campuses. I thought that as an American citizen, I thought that we had the right to protest. I know I went back to that mental facility to protest, and they wanted to lock me up. I thought that was our right. They taking people to jail. They beating these students. But see, that's the way it is in most cases. The college students, the young people, start rising up against wrong. That's the way it was during the Vietnam War. The younger people start rising up and challenging authority. But it was so bad in the 1960s, they actually murdered some college students. And of course, y'all do your research. Y'all like doing your information. You'll know that they actually murdered. And these was white children. These was white students. They murdered their own. On these college campuses. And it's just a matter of time. The police is going to kill somebody on one of these college campuses. And the first one that probably died will probably be somebody in California. They're talking about bringing the police and raiding. They have this tent city on campus. They want to rid of all that type of stuff. This is almost graduation. They don't want to. These protesters messing up the graduation, prom events or whatever. But I thought that was our right as an American citizen. I thought you were supposed to be able to protest as long as you do it peacefully. I did it peacefully, and they wanted to put my peaceful ass in the back of a car. This country's so fake. It's so hypocritical. Now, to me, what's happening in Palestine, I'm not their lawyer. I'm an advocate for soul brothers and sisters in this country. But it's really wrong. That's a terrible thing what Israel doing. You gonna kill, okay, I understand what Hamas did, but people always ignore what Israel did to cause Hamas to do what they done. That's just ignored. But you're gonna kill, what is it now? It's a large number. Thousand Palestinians. To try to get this little handful of people who might not even be where you think they are. And then you scary. You got to shoot bomb. You so bad and bold. And you so smart. Take your happy ass in there and go get them. To me, that's a show of cowardice. They're going to use the little airplanes and helicopters and their bombs. They're cowards. Go get them. You so smart and your people so trained, go get them. No, you're going to kill thousands of civilians, unarmed people that don't have no weapons. And you're supposed to be respected. See, I'm going to tell you, all this got to come to a head sooner or later. What is your position going to be? You want to keep clowning around? All right. Okay. Keep clowning. Keep listening to these people. Keep listening to this troll. Keep listening. And you're going to find out where you find yourself. On May 22nd, I will be in Nebraska State Capitol building when they honor Malcolm X with a statue. Yeah, the state of Nebraska is honoring Malcolm X with a statue. I don't know when. Oh, he said May the 22nd. I would like to honor Malcolm X with a state, by controlling the state, by gaining the economic power that Black Truth was talking about. That's more meaning to Malcolm if he was alive than having a statue. A statue made out of some kind of stone. And Dr. King, they would be more pleased by taking control of a state than a statue. Because that state would be the vessel that would guide you to that promised land, if it ain't the promised land itself that Dr. King spoke of. You build it with your hands. It was once in your mind, and your hands make it a reality. Your will, God's will. If you are God, then it's God's will. But clearly you're not God because you ain't building a damn thing. You're not accomplishing nothing because you don't have no will. They couldn't pass the George Floyd Act nor the John Lewis Voting Rights Act just to show you how they sold black people for a complete joke, but at the same time pass an Asian hate crime bill. See? We just ignored. We just, what is it? The spook that sat by the door. How long we gonna tolerate this? When are you gonna take yourself seriously? Huh? How many licks do it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? These are some great questions. I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you for listening. Jot down your comments. Subscribe, share. Do whatever you can to try to get this message across, because this is really the best message that we can give. The message from the 37th chamber. I appreciate it so much. So with that said, again, shout out to those in the chat room, those in the sky Reality's Temple on Earth Facebook channel. Shout out to those who are on Angel Snuffing Up 7 YouTube channel. Appreciate everything. And we want to say, as in parting, like our ancestor Don Cornelius would say, I wish us love, peace, and soul. And we are Audi 5000.